all lovers of Natasha Akpoti and all lovers of justice, especially people in Kogi State, especially women in politics or women that are coming up, will be happy with this news because everybody know the battle that Akpabio picked. Special interest battle line was drawn between Senate President Godswill Akpabio and Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, which led to her being suspended. We all know the battle, of course. Here in Noble Media, we've been giving you this update. And right now, since Natasha has returned to her office, Akpabio has also been getting some knocks, even locally, internationally. It appears that the image of Akpabio has been clearly dented, right? Painted black because of that battle he picked with a female senator, Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. Another news just broke just few seconds ago. Many people don't know it, but we are giving it to you here in Noble Media. This is the way it just happened. After we already dropped a news for you earlier that Akpabio, immediately Natasha returned to her office was open, that Akpabio has to tighten and rejig his security in his office. However, Amnesty International has come out to fault the unconstitutional suspension of Senator Natasha, even after Natasha has been reinstated, even after now that she is back to the National Assembly. Of course, you know, National Assembly, they will start their sittings by October 7th. So we are still waiting for update what could happen that day. Pending October 7th outcome, whether Akpabio will still stand on the way of Natasha, prevent her from being in the chamber to represent her people, we will be monitoring the situation. Of course, as a media company, we'll be giving you that update immediately it drops. However, Amnesty International have come out to say that what Akpabio did is unconstitutional. Amnesty International has described the suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan from the State Senate in March 2025 as unconstitutional and a breach of democratic principles. Yes, what we see in most third world nations, what we see in some countries in Africa, is that some political leaders, people that find themselves in the seats of power, or people that command a lot of money, feel that they can bend democracy the way they want, feel that they can make or break people, feel that they can put somebody in a position or remove the person any moment. And once they don't feel comfortable with any person, they just feel like uprooting the person. Just like what happened in Rivers State, where a democratically elected, it seems there is a similarity between Akpabio's method and President Tinubu's method, because Tinubu was the one that uplifted, sacked a democratically elected Governor Fubara, the same way that Akpabio also decided to suspend Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, and he even made a move to make the suspension indefinite. If not that, of course, we here in Noble Media, we kept urging people to pressure Akpabio, and international voices, people from Gambia, a senator from Gambia, voices from the United States of America, people, women group started rising up, and Akpabio had to bow to the pressure and brought her back. The organization, that is Amnesty International Kogi State Director, Comrade Sunday Jato, stated this during a press conference at the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ Secretariat in Lokoja on Friday, as part of activities marking Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary. By now, Natasha's office was already unsealed by Akpabio's team, right? And Natasha has now had access to office, because remember that as this battle was going on, Natasha was prevented from gaining access to her office. Her salaries, her allowances were withdrawn. Her aides, her security were all withdrawn from her. For 6 good months, this woman was not receiving salary. Please come under the comment of this video and please remind Akpabio to leave Natasha alone. Type Akpabio, remove your eyes from Natasha. Akpabio, remove your eyes from Natasha. Come under the comment or video and type, Akpabio, remove your eyes from Natasha. Allow her to represent her people. Jato criticized, that's Amnesty International spokesperson. He criticized what he called brigade approach to suspending lawmakers, saying it violated the due process and weakened democratic governance. Do not forget that a court has already, even before that suspension, a court, because Natasha challenged the suspension in court, a court came out to say that it was illegal for Akpabio to move ahead in suspending Natasha. But of course, we know that most of the time in Nigeria, from the news always coming out from Nigeria, the people in power choose the court judgments to obey. When the court judgment is in their favor, they obey it to the letter, they carry it out to the letter. When it is not in their favor, they disregard it. Of course, we know a court in Nigeria had already said that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed long time ago, but of course, Nigerian leaders, Tinubu, Buhari, people in power decided that they are not going to obey any court ruling. Amnesty International has a duty to put democracy under review, criticism, and scrutiny. Politics is not a monopolistic business that must be pocketed by a few individuals. He said this is very, very important, because it appears that many people in power in Africa, in Nigeria, forget that the president, Asorok, is not your father's property, right? National Assembly is not your father's property. The government house is not anybody's property. A police vehicle is not anybody's property. The gun used by the police, the army, is not anybody's property. It's owned by the whole nation. So people that wield power ought to consider the masses, consider the people, because of course we all know that it is said that power belongs to the people. So you cannot just suspend the senator the way you like, suspend the governor the way you like, choose the laws, the court orders to obey, and the ones to ignore. That is why this return of Natasha is a big defeat to Akpabio and a big victory for women in politics. If you're a woman in politics, please come under the comment of the video and encourage Natasha, encourage her to keep speaking up for her people. Amnesty International has a duty to put democracy under review. Okay, we must move on. When politics is not properly played in accordance with the rules and regulations, it has social and economic consequences, breeding insecurity, fraud, and corruption. Are we not seeing the corruption going on in Nigeria? There is insecurity everywhere, and all these are not unconnected to bad governance. All these are not unconnected to people that believe that they can decide who goes and who doesn't go, who lives and who doesn't live, right? People that believe that it is their turn, no matter what the people want, that it is their turn to do whatever they want. Okay? He condemned recurring crises within the National Assembly, because people have said that since Akpabio took over, there has been crisis upon crisis, stressing that arbitrary suspension of senators erode confidence in the legislation. Why this is very important is that senators need to have the confidence to challenge motions that are presented. That is why they are there, to represent their people. If a motion is about to be passed and it doesn't represent the interest of the people that voted for the senator, a senator has the right to oppose it. But if all of them become afraid that they may be suspended, you can see that democracy will be going back. We therefore call for a rejigging of the rules of engagement in the National Assembly to strengthen democracy and foster peace and unity. Do you think Akpabio will agree to this one? Nigerians are not interested in political rivalry. We expect a Senate that can deliver on its legislative assignment. He added, that is all Nigerians are asking for. Deliver on your assignment. Represent the people. Allow others to also represent the people. Jato urged the executive arm of government to uphold democratic values, protect citizens' rights, and ensure inclusive leadership. Tinubu, governors in the 36 states, Wike in the FCT should do what? Uphold democratic values, protect citizens' rights, and ensure inclusive leadership. He particularly called for greater involvement of women in politics, noting that nations that sideline women in governance hardly progress. Countries that sideline women hardly progress. Okay, we must move on. This is the way it is. This is a big win for women, a big win for Natasha, a big win for Kogi Central people. Tell us what you think. Remember to come under the comment of this video and type Akpabio, remove your eyes from Natasha. Allow her to represent her people. If you're a woman, encourage Natasha in the comment of this video. Like this video, share this video, and most importantly, click on join to become a full member of our channel. There's another important video on the screen. Click on it and watch now.